Hello, Dr. Andrea here, host of Sensual Vitality-TV, where we invite you to tune in and turn on. Be advised that this show is for mature audiences, and sometimes we will be keeping it real and talking very openly and honestly about sex and love. So if you're watching at work or around the kids, you might want to pop in earphones depending on the episode that you're watching. And you can also listen to this show as a podcast on iTunes or Android podcast players. My mission is to help women live orgasmically with sensual vitality. So what does that mean? A woman who lives orgasmically is able to be bubbling and tingling with vital energy, and she is tuned in and turned on to her senses such that she carries that energy into every situation in her life, allowing everything to bring her pleasure. So, having a cup of tea, gardening, baking cookies for the kids, when you're tuned into your senses, all of these can be pleasurable orgasmic experiences, not just reserved for sexy time. So I've decided that I would share all of what I've learned and what I've been working with clients and all of the practitioners around the world that I've connected with over the years to bring you the world's best information, advice, and stories on how to live an orgasmic life. And yes, you're going to find out tips on how you can boost your orgasmic capacity, but also about how to increase intimacy in your relationships, and even how to look at sex as a sacred and spiritual experience. Now, I know all of that is a little bit lofty, but that's what you will find here, and it is my sincere passion and intention to bring that to you. I am on a mission to empower women to live a fully vibrant, even orgasmic life. And it has truly been a passion project of mine, because I've noticed that through the years as an integrative medical doctor specializing in longevity, I found that when women were fully expressing all of their talents and their passions and their energy, they were thriving. They experienced what I call total wellness of mind, body, soul, and relationships. But when women turned off a part of their being, whether it was they were too focused on career or focused on only family, or maybe they were in a bad relationship so they shut down certain parts of their own character and expressiveness, then I noticed that they didn't thrive, that they weren't happy with what was going on in their life. And as an acupuncturist dealing with the 5 elements of Chinese medicine, we know that when our energy is flowing through our body harmoniously, then we can thrive. We might face illness, we might face setback, but we return whole and intact because the body has its own repair mechanisms. But if any of our energy or our life force gets blocked or stagnated or pushed away, then we're not fully flowing, we're not fully able to thrive. And that's what led me to really start asking questions. Well, fast forward a few years, and I was on the Dr. Oz show, a popular TV show in America, where I was talking about symptoms that women over 40 should never ignore. And because I had specialized in weight loss and diabetes, I found that a lot of women didn't realize that having a low libido, low sexual desire, could actually be tied to their blood sugar level. It's true. So low libido was kind of a warning sign of potential diabetes.
And in my practice, and my patients will tell you, I recommend that my patients have at least 3 orgasms a week. And so that means...
My kind of doctor.
And after the show, I was inundated with phone calls and emails from women wanting to know, 1, is 3 the maximum or the minimum? 2, if I can't achieve orgasm with intercourse, is something wrong with me? 3, if my health and hormones are fine but I still can't get off, what could it be? And 4, if I can reach climax by masturbation, by myself, with my finger or a vibrator, but I can't do it with my partner, what else could I do? So as a physician, specializing in longevity medicine, we want people to live better longer, and having that sex life all the way into your 8th decade of life is completely normal. So it opened up this doorway for me to be able to talk with women about the most sensitive side of their lives, but in a very holistic way, understanding if there was anything medically going wrong, being able to pinpoint any challenges that there may be in the relationship, and then referring them on to sex therapists or relationship therapists. And the interesting thing for me was seeing that all of the recommendations that I got from my colleagues in sex therapy and relationship management were all very similar. And they were all very fixable and all very doable. And as a physician, maybe some minor tweaks to someone's hormones if she really needed it. But we could modify nutrition and fitness and lifestyle and sleep and hydration, and you could actually activate more of the body's energy to feel that little sexy urge, to feel that little sensuality vibrating throughout the day, not just during sexy time. So here we are today with me hosting Sensual Vitality-TV. This is a platform for women to get insight and information, as well as stories, on how they can embrace their sensual feminine side. It's not about man bashing. We love men. Let me say that again. I love men. But this is about helping women understand who they really are so that they can be the vibrant women that they were called to be. So that we women can be leaders of ourselves and our families and our organizations or our companies, all while staying true to our femininity. This is not about replacing men, and in fact, it's about taking back our rightful place as women, as the girly girl in the relationship, if that's what you want to be. That's why I'm here to bring to you the most comprehensive information about sex, love, and relationships, how the body and the brain works, so that you can become a master of your own life force energy. Sensual Vitality-TV is for women. It's for straight women, gay women, curious women, and all women in between. Now, this is not about man bashing. I love men. We love men. Let me say it again. We love men at Sensual Vitality-TV. But we are simply focusing, and we are committed to empowering women to fully own, embrace, and express their femininity. Letting go of that alpha bitch or the ice queen or the mommy martyr complex, and being able to show up authentically and to live and express your femininity. So it's more than about having better sex. This is about how to become a fully alive and vibrant woman, both in the bedroom and in the boardroom. So we're inviting you to tune in and turn on. At Sensual Vitality-TV, we will be calling on our audience to share your stories. We want you to claim your O and then tell us about it. And I invite you to join the Sensual Vitality Entourage.
Join us at facebook.com/svitality.tv.
I will be bringing you expert interviews, insights, tips, stories from around the world, from the world's leading experts in sex and relationship therapy, in personal development, and of course, all that juicy vitality that you love. So we also will be featuring erotic stories and fantasies. Why? Because that's what our peeps have told us they want. They're fascinated by this whole craze in erotic fiction and erotic literature that has sprung up since the 50 Shades series. And what I found in clinical practice is when women are able to get turned on in their own mind and in their own imagination, they're able to bring that into their intimate relationships. So there's a lot of great erotic fiction out there. For those of you who didn't like the 50 Shades, there's a ton more out there. But what's exciting for me is that in my upcoming book, The Orgasm Prescription for Women, I am featuring several case studies of my own clients and women who have shared their personal stories or their erotic fantasies, so that you can, get a little sneak peek into what other women might be imagining. So I'm inviting you to share your erotic literature, short stories, poems, or sexy fantasies. Just send it to erotic@sensualvitality.tv. Once again, that's erotic@sensualvitality.tv. And you just might be featured either on the show or in my upcoming book. Thank you so much for being here. I look forward to having you tune in and turn on so that you can live orgasmically with sensual vitality.
Be sure to visit sensualvitality.tv and subscribe to our free newsletter. You'll get access to meditations, free ebooks, and special reports that I only share with the Sensual Vitality entourage.